That's right. I saw your comments last night about they must be on time because Liam's not there. I saw them. Don't think I didn't see them. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, you beautiful humans, to Wednesday's 40k show. And chat, tonight's a sad night. Tonight's a sad night. I'm all lonely. Luce has left me for a week. That's why I wasn't on game stream last night. I've just put the kids to bed all by myself, like a grown-up daddy. And the guys will be doing the stream again tomorrow night because it starts at 7:30 and the kids won't be in bed by that point. I'm all alone. She's left me. But thankfully, tonight and on Friday night, I've got you lovely people to hang out with me. So welcome to the 40k show. Welcome to our weekly chat at 9 p.m. We normally follow on from Tabletop Titans and their good talk, but poor old Adrian's a little bit poorly. And so they didn't do a show tonight. So you've just got me, I'm afraid. Just got me. So you're going to have to make do. Now, I am going to talk about my topic a little bit. If you are new here, if you haven't watched the streams before, please make sure you hit all those magical YouTube buttons because it really, really helps us out. If you click that like button, if you subscribe, and if you hit that bell notification icon, it makes a massive difference to us. It helps the algorithm gods that watch us constantly and decide whether we do or don't get to put our content in front of your beautiful eyes. It really does, in fact, help us quite a lot. So please make sure you hit all those relevant buttons. And then what we normally do is we normally talk about my topic for the first 10-15 minutes. So I have the super chat bot who will read out your super chats turned off for the first 15 minutes. She's turned off for the first 15 minutes so I don't get interrupted. Having said that, like 40 minutes before the stream even started, we had a monumental, mammoth-sized super chat from the incredible Sandy McDonald. So claps in chat for Sandy, you absolute beautiful human, who just simply said Merry Christmas to all. So thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much for doing that before we even got going. That very humbling. And then a big welcome to Get Down Goblin, who's just become a Skald. So you get to now watch last night's game back if you care. You know? So thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you so much, Get Down Gaming. Not Get Down Gaming, Get Down Goblin. You're both heroes. Make sure you come and join us, !Discord, to come and hang out in chat with us in Discord and catch the members only content. Make sure if you're gifted a membership tonight, specifically if you're gifted a membership tonight, you make use of it as well, because those people are kind enough to gift it. So link your YouTube account to your Discord account. Come and join us in the Great Hall. Come and hang out with us. I've actually seen Lucy's, she couldn't stay away. Look, she's even in chat, !GHG, to try and sell some more tickets to the Great Hall gathering in December. Anyway, tonight's topic. This is something that I've directly experienced within the last week, and so I wanted to talk about it, right? And I will start off, before you all think I'm going to be hyper negative, by saying there is 110% two sides to this coin, and different people, it helps you different ways, okay? So some people think this is wildly positive, some people think this is negative, but this has been my experience. So earlier on, maybe last week, I started the arduous task of painting the big man, the avatar of Kane, and you can see on the front there I started with his side panels and tried to paint a kind of fiery glow, going from yellow at the bottom up to red at the top by glazing and blending and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not very good at it and I've not done it loads, but I started the process, okay? And I was kind of happy with it. In fact, I was happy enough with it that I even posted it to social media, stuck it on the Instagram feed, and was like, hey, look what I'm doing, this is cool. And then there was an article on the Warhammer community page, which was vote for your best model of 2022. By the way, topic of Friday night's 40k After Dark. That's what we're going to be talking about then. Anyway, so that was posted, and some people were talking about what their favourite model was from 2022. Again, we'll talk about this more in detail on Friday's stream at 9:30. But one of the people that did post about it specifically was a hobby hero of mine, someone who I follow on all the platforms and whose work is quite frankly exemplary every single time. That is the amazing Darren Latham, who is an incredible painter. And if you haven't seen Daz Latham on Twitter or Instagram, he's basically a GW heavy metal painter and sculptor. He's just the man. I think he even designed the avatar sculpt, if I remember rightly. And he posted a picture of his finished avatar. Okay, now, this is nothing against Daz. This is no criticism of Daz. This is nothing to do with him specifically. It was his photo that made me look at my avatar and nearly stick it in the fucking bin straight away. I just looked at the crispness that he'd achieved. I looked at the glows that he'd done. I looked at the way that he'd painted that model and was like, I am never going to be able to do this. This is probably not a standard I'm ever going to be able to achieve with my current lifestyle. Now, if I did nothing but paint day in, day out, I possibly could get better. Maybe I could close in on Daz's level. I don't think I'll ever get to his standard, quite frankly, because I just don't think I have that natural ability. But perhaps I get closer. However, that being said, I don't think I would ever actually get to his standard. And that got me thinking. That got me thinking about social media. We're surrounded by social media all the time. I mean, I'm glad you guys are surrounded by social media all the time, because YouTube is a form of social media, and if you didn't want to be surrounded by this social media, I wouldn't have a channel, nor would I have a business. This just doesn't work without you people sat in chat, talking, super chatting, etc. So I'm glad to a point that we're surrounded by social media, but we're really surrounded by social media. So I look at my phone, okay? I've got a number of social media apps, and I haven't got all the apps, and I've got Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and all those things, okay? And when you're talking about profiles that are specifically attached to the channel, so for example, my Instagram, which is for the channel, my Twitter, which is for the channel, and the channel's Facebook page, what I've done on that is I've gone out there and I've followed a bunch of people who in this industry who I like, who I enjoy their work, who I like their content, both on Instagram, Twitter, etc. So I'm following all the people. And typically the big accounts that get put in front of you, the ones that do really, really well, are the ones that are doing really, really well in things like Instagram, because their paint jobs are quite frankly next level. They're just incredible paint jobs. They're amazing. Some of what these people can do, the people at your Seed Studios, your Den of Imaginations, some of the really special artists, the Angel Geraldez's and people like that, are just next level painters. These Daz Lathams, people like that. A good friend of mine who often pops up in the chat, Martin Waller, I look at what they achieve with a brush and I think to myself, this is a mental standard. And every time, I've done this a few times recently, every time I paint something and I'm quite happy for it, sometimes what I will do is I will take to social media to look for inspiration for perhaps a colour or a blend or, I don't know, a contrast or something like that. And that's a mistake. For me, personally, this is a mistake. So I take to social media to look for these inspirations. And what ends up happening is I go, I just can't do that. And then I genuinely put the paintbrushes down for at least 2 to 3 days. I don't pick them up again. That's a problem. That's a problem. Now, I've watched a program before, I think I talked about it on stream, called The Social Dilemma, which is on Netflix. It talks about how social media influences your life and how it feeds things in front of you on purpose, etc. And it's all... Anyway, there's lots of things social media does, but because I have over time built up this kind of history, this traceability on social media that shows everybody that I'm interested in high quality paint jobs, etc., etc. It's what's fed into me all the time. And I want to see that this is where I'm in this really weird space as well, chat, right? I want to see all of their work because all of their work is incredible. I want to see it. And they should be proud of it and they should show it off and they should be allowed to put it on social media and go, look what I did. Because if I could do that, fucking hell, I would as well. Right? So they should be allowed to do all of these things. So I want to see that. But on the other hand, when I'm painting and doing my own hobby, I don't want to see it because it will make me go, I can't do that, and I'll put it down. Now, some people are quite the opposite. Some people will obviously sit here and go, social media is really inspiring. Like, I look at that and go, I want to get to that level, so I'm going to keep practicing until I can do that kind of blend, or I'm going to keep practicing until I can do that kind of detailed edge highlighting, or until I can paint a gem the same way as that person. Like, some people really do find it a positive influence, but some people, me specifically, it can be a real pain. And you can see someone with 2,000 points of beautifully painted Eldar armor, and you look at yours, it's in various stages of being based and sanded and base coated and painted, and go, am I ever going to get there? Is that ever going to happen? So for me personally, social media is bad for my hobby. And I've become aware of this. So last night I was sat here and I was painting a Dire Avenger. I started painting a Dire Avenger Exarch, okay? Very, very basic. It's just base coats right now. So do you know what I didn't do? I didn't look at Instagram. I didn't look at Facebook. I didn't look at Twitter. What I didn't do was anything hobby related. I actually put Sons of Anarchy on Disney. Other streaming services are available. And just sat here painting him. So the guys were streaming in the other room. Didn't have them on. I quite literally sat watching something not at all hobby related whilst I sat painting this. Because I think the problem isn't necessarily social media. I think the problem for me personally is comparing my work to other people's work. And that's a problem. Even with people like Paddy, right? People like Paddy, who is absolutely incredible and his paint jobs are very crisp. I need to not look at what he's doing. I need to not look at even the C Studios army that we've got, which is beautiful. I need to look at what I'm doing and just focus on that and getting things done. Because back here, I've got some props for tonight, you can tell. Right, back here, I've got a Banshee who I've now layered up the bone armor, and I'm very proud of this model. It's not very good. It's okay, right? It's average, but I'm very proud of it. And so what I've purposely done is not to go and look at other people's Howling Banshees. Purposely not looked at them. Just kept these. Just this, right? Because I'm happy with how this is. I've got 4 more in front of me here that I need to paint to this level, and I've started painting their hair and etc. I've got 5 more over here that are in grey plastic. I need to get all 10 done. If I start looking at other people's Howling Banshees right now, there's a picture of this one on Instagram as well. If I start looking at other people's Howling Banshees right now, I will, no matter how good this actually is by my standards, instantly think it's shit and instantly not want to paint anymore. This is, like I said, this is mostly a me issue. I'm not criticising any of these accounts who share their work. And I never would dream of doing that either. I would encourage them to keep sharing their work because it's amazing and they should be able to show it off. But so, to be clear, it's not them, it's a me issue. That comparison really hurts me. So this wasn't a rant tonight as such, like some of you are used to. This wasn't even me making a statement. This was simply me saying, this is a problem I have. And I was just curious, chat, how many of you have the same issue? How many of you have the opposite? How many of you take to social media for inspiration and find that inspiration and actually find that looking at these top quality painters on places like Instagram really genuinely helps you? I'm just curious. I'm not going to put a poll up. It's just a topic for us to talk about for the rest of tonight, basically, because I'm all lonely and I need your company, right? That's it. I saw Nurgle Matthew earlier as well say something like Liam's on drinks on. I've got tea in front of me right now, but if chat gets wild, I did bring the rum in just in case. Because, you know, wife's away. So there's always a possibility. But chat, I need to get crazy for that. Currently, just a nice cup of tea, right? Anyway, I'm going to jump in. I did see a comment from Luce, and I'm sorry, but she's going to get preferential treatment because she's my wife, so tough. And then I'll jump on the super chats. First thing I need to do before I do any of that stuff is I need to turn the super chat bot back on. So we're going to enable super chat bot. We're going to hit save. Don't worry if you have already super chatted. I've got it all in front of me. I will not miss your super chats, I promise you. Okay, where was Luce's comment? I guess it's the same with bodies. You work on your own. Oh, hang on.
Instead of comparing, take away inspiration, new ideas and new concepts. Not how good you are. You need to get out of the negative thinking. Heart, you.
Love you too, Chris. Thank you for the super chat. So this is the same with bodies. You work on your own and surprise yourself and learn to like yourself, and then you see a picture of someone else and feel shit again. Love what you can do. Yeah, well, it is exactly like that as well. 100% like that. So, James Hobbs, thank you for the poo. I wouldn't forget, don't you worry. Dave B, come on, Liam, paint that helmet. Fuck you, Dave. Thank you so much. Andrew Chappelle, super chat, 10 Canadian dollars. I don't know if you put a comment afterwards. I can't see one. But thank you so much for the donation, you absolute hero. Love you very dearly. Big Bane Captain Mannerings came in then and gifted a membership, which means because he likes torturing me and watching me do it one at a time, this needs to go up by 1. Thank you, Ben. Love you dearly. Chris, before that super chat, then said, okay, so this is not a problem with social media. This can happen in real life at tournaments and such too. The problem is what you're taking away from it. Actually, I think you're probably right there. I think you're probably spot on, actually. Maybe it isn't social media specifically. Maybe this is, in fact, just how I treat looking at other... And this is the thing. I don't want to stop looking at other people's pretty projects because they're fucking amazing, and I want to go and look at the incredible work that people do because it's amazing. Watching what some people... Or looking at what some people come up with, looking at the armies that they put together, looking at what they turn up to tournaments with, I'm like, this is next level brilliant. I want these people to bring these things. Like, we run GTs every single month. I want to see these things at GTs and want people to turn up with their super proud armies. Not thinking, oh, God, I've done a really good job here and I could demotivate someone else. What I want is, look at what I've done. It's amazing, right? Look at what I've done. So that's the thing for me. It's tough because it's in that space between I want to see it, but I need to not see it for my own motivation purposes. And Chris is right. Part of it's negative thinking, I guess, because the problem is, I'm going to sound like a cock for a minute. Surprise. I know. Surprise. But I am going to sound like a cock for a minute, okay? I'm conscious of this. A lot of things in life that I've done, I've with a bit of work, I've just been naturally good at. With a bit of work, okay?
I couldn't paint my army to my standards, so I had to have them commed, which I still get flack for at my local. Now I just kill their models smart.
So, Collider, to be clear, that's why we got Siege Studios to paint the Thousand Suns. I tried painting Thousand Suns 3 times, and I gave up each time, and then I gave them to Siege Studios to paint for me because I didn't want to do it anymore. The gold trim, the blue and yellow stripes, I didn't want to do it. Wasn't interested. Gave them to Siege. Siege did it. Siege did it, right? So, Ben, thank you for gifting 5. You're a hero. If you've been gifted a membership by Big Bad Captain Mannerings, please make sure you get yourself in Discord. Come and hang out with us. What was I saying? I was saying something, then I've completely lost track of it.
Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you see it, and how you handle it.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. If we're going to get all philosophical, I agree. What was I saying? So yeah, I have typically been okay at picking up things and being good at it and doing a little bit of self-learning and then being able to do it, whatever it might be. Not always the case, but quite frequently. Painting, however, is one of those things that for me personally, I've just never been able to pick up and just do it. And some people, I would assume that to some extent, most people can't just pick it up and do it. Some people are much better at things like colour theory and stuff like that, which is definitely not something I'm good at. I'm just not artistically minded at all in terms of painting. You
were a shockingly bad aircraft technician, Liam.
Gaz, all the best ones leave and get more higher paid jobs. Just saying. You still in? So painting, I think some people have more of a natural eye for it, for example. Like I say, they understand colour theory better, etc. However, for me personally, that's never been the case. Artistically, I'm fine with like making content and stuff, but in terms of painting and colour theory, it's just not something that that I can just click with straight away. So I've had to work at painting. Somewhere in the deep delves of a computer, somewhere I've got an image of my very first ever painted Dark Angel, which at the time I thought I was a dog bollocks at painting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was like 13. If I look back at it now, it was fucking horrifically bad. At the time I thought it was great. So I've been painting for, 20 something years, 22 years. I've been painting models for, and I still don't think I'm very good, to be honest with you. And this is like, a lot of people give me a lot of stick for not finishing armies, right, and not finishing projects. And I'm not making an excuse right now, but I'm just trying to offer up a sort of explanation as to why that's been the case. And often I think it's motivation. It's not because I meta chase, because I literally couldn't give a flying fuck about the meta whatsoever. It's just that this is a great idea for a project. I really like this. And I have this vision in my head of exactly what it will look like when it's done. And then I don't have the ability to turn that vision into reality. And I start to turn that vision into reality. Something goes wrong. And then I stop. And then now what happens is now we've got the extra step of the process where I hand the thing to Joe and be like, can you make it look like that? And then he does it for me because Joe's speed paints, does what he needs so it looks good on stream, and off it goes. So yeah, I've now got that bonus. It's almost like who was it? It was almost Collider and your commissioning. That's almost where I'm at now. There you go, Jay. Paint the Votan. I started building the Votan on my desk. I had this vision of what they would look like. I spoke to Joe about it. Fallout, Vault suits. I was like, I'm never going to get this done. Go on, Joe.
If you can try not to compare to others and instead compare to your earlier skill, then I think you can find a lot of inspiration in other people's work.
I think that's really important, Laura, actually, you know. Oh, hang on. I need to put up the members' numbers because Ben gifted 5, didn't he? Sorry, Ben. I missed that. We're going to get to Ben's favourite number. Sorry, your wife's in charge. I shouldn't say that. Look up Adobe Color Wheel and use the split complementary feature to see colours that go along with your main choice. There you go. You know how now you know colour theory. Ah, that easy. Google fixes everything, Smiler Maniac, eh? Maybe I'll give that a go next time. At the moment, what I'm doing is I'm just getting colours and using what I like.
I love watching Squidmar and Ninjon and a couple of other channels. It's because even though their work is so amazing, they never make it feel like I couldn't do what they do.
And that's some great channels for that sort of stuff as well. They're not the only ones, obviously there's a few of them out there, but yes.
I like looking at other people's conversions. Gives me ideas for the future, but I'm aware I need to put work in to get to their standards.
So that's interesting. That's like the opposite to me. You're saying looking at them inspires you to, and
the main thing that I struggle with is with color scheme, as I become an indecisive mess trying to settle on a scheme that I like and want to paint.
Kind of, I'm the opposite. So what I do, I'll get back to you, Chris, in just a second. What I do is I pick a color scheme that I like. For example, the Votan blue scheme that we've done, and then what I want to do is I want to apply that scheme to every single fucking army I collect from then on. And if I think sometimes if I'd have been allowed to do it, or if I'd have had the patience and the drive and the determination to do it, I'd end up with 12 armies that are all the same colour scheme. Like, that's a cool looking colour scheme and it works and looks nice. So, you know, I've avoided that. Yeah, Chris, that's interesting. So you're saying, well, what I'm getting from your super chat is that you do like to go and look at what people do, because that then inspires you to crack on and push on. So I knew there were some of you out there. I think on the whole, the majority of people that I've spoken to about this, on the whole, would suggest that they've had similar experiences to myself, where they look at it and go, I can't do that, and then it kind of demotivates them. Laura's comment is spot on, and that's something that I'm now trying to do. So every new Harlequin that I paint, I'm going to look at the first Harlequin, and so on and so forth. Every new Dire Avenger I paint, I'll look at the old Dire Avenger and stuff like that. And I think if I can then compare the paint jobs, and by the time I've done 30 Dire Avengers or 15 jet bikes or whatever it might be, it may be at that point, if I'm just comparing to my old ones, I can see the improvement. I'm like, okay, I'm getting better at this, and it's getting neater, and it's getting tidier, and I'm learning new techniques and new tricks and new cheats, you know. So that's
so many super chats. Let the poor man speak.
Thanks, Sleeps. What's up, Sleeps? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. You're a hero. I saw somewhere as well. Who is it? Mr. What? Mr. Scream. Liam Dempsey is bad for my hobby. Thanks, man. Love you.
My stuff is tabletop at best, and I'm happy.
That's where I need to be, Will. Like, I want to be where you are, to be clear. I want to get this Eldar army painted. So that I've done some things lately with my armies, okay? Everything has gone off of my desk apart from the 2,000 points of Eldar that I'm working on. Everything's gone off the desk. All I've got on my desk is Eldar. That's it. I am determined to get this army done. I haven't painted a full army in forever. In fact, the last full army that I painted was my Simhan before they were in various stages of disrepair. They were bits broken and chipped and stuff, so I got rid of them because I didn't want to spend ages building them back up, and I've started this new one. My goal is to get 2,000 points of this painted, to take them to some of our GTs and play, rather than just head TO, and have them on the table and be like, yeah, I painted that. And no, it's not the nicest Eldar army you've ever seen. It's not going to win a painting award. It wasn't kicked out by Siege, but I did it. And I want to be where you are, Will, where I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm happy with it. You know? Does that make sense? Like, that's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. Painting is by far the part that I am worst at this hobby and enjoy the least. That said, I'm always proud that I actually put pen on a model.
I'm a lazy painter, not because I lack ambition but time. There's a reason both my armies are Dark Angels green or Bone white. Also, MVG heads are a success on the Tanith project, but these will be black.
I saw that in the OnlyThings WhatsApp chat, James. They look amazing.
Take more of my money. Yes, I use social media for inspiration. Times are tough. You just need to find your hope in life again. I see you saddened.
I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not true. I'm only saddened at the moment because I'm lonely. She left me. Can you believe it, chat? She left me. I mean, when I say she left me, if you've just joined, like, not permanently, she's on holiday, right? I'm not saddened by it. I think I have been saddened by it, if I'm honest with you. I think there has been times, and with the Avatar, this was last week sometime. Okay, I even replied to Daz on Twitter and was like, I just want to put mine in the bin now. And he got back to me, he's like, please don't do that. And I was like, well, I'm not actually going to chuck an Avatar in the bin, of course. But that was last week. And what I've done this week, I haven't done as much hobby this week as I would have liked. Obviously, I'm primary carer for kids right now because Lucy isn't here. And that's taken a lot of time up. But what I've done this week is I've gone, okay, this happens to me a lot, right? And I'm saddened often by these kinds of experiences when I see someone else's hobby. So I've gone, okay, how do I solve this problem, right? How do I change my approach to it? How do I change my approach to the hobby? How do I change my approach to looking at other people's projects, etc.? And what can I do myself? And so this is one of the things that's important for all of you beautiful people. social media for me can have a negative impact. You guys, it might be completely different. And it's about arguably manipulating social media and the stuff around you to suit your purpose and your goal. Okay. So if you are someone who is often brought down a little bit by watching what other people do or seeing what other people do, then perhaps you need to limit some of your social media exposure, and then don't look at what people are doing and look at what you're doing. So now what I do, this is honest, what I've started doing this week, genuinely, is I'll go on social media. If I want to look at how to paint my Dire Avenger or a Banshee, I'll go on social media and I'll look for pictures of Banshees. And social media can be, like I said, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, could be Google. Look for a picture of Banshees, for example. Flick through. Okay, all right. So I want the armor to be bone white, but I want it to be quite a bright white, like that one. Okay, I prefer the hair when it's red, like that one. I like the little sashes when they're green, like that one. And I'll pick my colours from looking at people's images. And then that's basically the last time I look now. That's it. I've got my colours. I've made up my mind as to what it's going to look like in terms of the colour schemes. I'm happy with that. I know how I want it to look, and I'll paint one now. This is what I've started doing. You'll notice here, I've got one Dire Avenger, one Banshee that I'm painting at the moment, right? I'm going to get each one of these to near enough completion. By near enough completion, I mean I probably won't edge highlight at this stage because that takes forever. So I'm going to get everything to a standard where it's not edged, but it looks okay. It's shaded. It's got some contrast to it. Okay. And once I've got that one done, what I'm then doing, much like Laura said, is I'm now comparing each new model to the last one, not going back to social media. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm hoping it works. I mean, it's unproven yet. I've started it this week, right? It's unproven yet. But that's my plan, to try and up my motivation, I guess. No, not up my motivation. I start off motivated. That's the problem. I do start off motivated. The motivation goes away when I look at this is my big issue, right? My motivation goes away when I look at other people's projects, and that's the bit I'm trying to avoid. I start motivated. I don't have so some people out there, this is the people that often I find are in the reverse. They don't start off with any motivation at all. Those are the people that can jump on social media, look at Instagram, look at Facebook, etc., and be like, okay, now I'm inspired. I've seen what other people are doing. Now I'm inspired. I'm the opposite. I start inspired, and then it just sort of slowly drifts away. And that slowly drifting away is then accelerated when I look at someone like what Daz has done. Again, nothing away from Daz's work because it's fucking incredible. The avatar in question is the thumbnail for tonight's video. It's just amazing. It's on the community page. Again, we're talking about model of the year on Friday stream, so I don't want to go too much into detail about the specifics of this model, but it's a beautiful paint job. And I don't even know if I would consider his as being the best avatar I've ever seen. It's just clean, crisp, heavy metal style. And it's just because I spotted it on Twitter. And I think the worst part about this was I didn't even go looking for it. I didn't even go and find an avatar. I just opened up Twitter, flicking through. There it was in front of me. And I'd just been painting this. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Here's something else I've done. Super chats.
Just follow War Hipsters tutorials. Super easy and make you feel like a good painter.
No, Rambo, no. Josh does wizardry stuff with contrast. There's no way. I can't do that. I can't use contrast, by the way, at all.
Have multiple social media accounts. Minis 1, Family 1, Sexy People, SG and Goth Models.
Sexy People. I hope I'm in the Sexy People one, Ben. I hope that's... Thanks for the... So here's something else that I've done, okay? This might... I have had a passion for years and years and years that I never really acted upon because I guess a lot of it was fear. A lot of you will know that recently I faced that kind of fear. I got through it and I've now got a full motorbike license, right? Something that I wanted to do for years, was just too afraid. If I'm honest with people, I was just too afraid to do it. Too much, again, this is another problem with mine, too much fear of failure. This year I just got on and did it. And even with a couple of failed tests, now got a full motorcycle license. And it's something, I had pictures of, I had posters of things like Kawasaki ZX6R Ninjas on my wall as a child from the age of about 8. My mother will tell you. motorbikes. I had a book of classic motorcycles, which was full of Harleys and stuff. I've loved bikes forever. And this year I did it. So what I did 2 days ago, was I actually built a brand new Instagram profile on the app, which for me personally, I'm going to be posting about my bike and stuff, because when I'm making content on Instagram, I like a theme. I don't just like random shit all the time. So I will be covering bike stuff. What I've done specifically is I followed lots of people in the bike world and just normal accounts that I would follow anyway. Nothing hobby related on purpose. So Ben, at the moment, my default when I open Instagram is it defaults to that profile. If I'm going to then post a model picture or something, I will have to switch to my model profile, which is quite easy with Instagram. If you guys have got multiple accounts, you know how it works. It's really, it's double tap and you're in. And then I'll post about it. But what I won't be doing is because I'm a horrific Instagram flicker, right? I don't know how many of you guys are like this, but I'm a horrific Instagram flicker, and it won't take me long, 5 minutes before I click on Reels, and I'm into Reels, and I'm a Reels whore on Instagram, which is great until you're sat here painting, like I said, I'm painting an avatar, I'm painting banshees, or whatever it is I'm painting, and then you flick up Instagram, and the next thing you see is this phenomenally painted Farseer by David Soper, and you're like, oh, and now I don't want to paint anymore. So now my default profile when I open it is the bike one. Okay, so I open up the bike one, I start flicking through that one, and it's feeding me all the shit that I care about on Instagram without feeding me any hobby stuff whatsoever. So if I am hobbying at the time, right, then I don't. I'm never going to get fed hobby shit on this one. Hopefully, I've already worked in 3 days. I've already worked the algorithm's arse off on Instagram and manipulated it to only be feeding me shit that I care. Right, that's not hobby. So it's just feeding me, like, currently it's just bike stuff constantly. So what Ben was saying, I've done that. I've actually done that on purpose with Instagram. I don't typically go in and flick through Facebook, and I don't typically go in and flick through Twitter, so I don't feel the need to do that on those two profiles. But would you cook dinner, then look at some Insta food pic, and then get down and toss them in the bin? If so, your problem goes beyond painting. Tony, yes. I have looked at recipe books and gone, I'm going to make this meal for Luce or whatever, and I'll make it, and it's finished, and I'll look at the recipe book, and I'll look at what I've made, and I'll look at the recipe book, and I'll look at my, and I'm instantly disappointed. It's not the same. It's not as good as the book looks, despite the fact that I know for a fact that that picture in that book is staged. I know it's staged. I know it's not the actual thing. Have you seen those videos that occur on things like, they're on Facebook Reels and stuff, where they show you like commercial photography, and they haven't actually used yogurt in the bowl or whatever it is. They've used PVA glue so that the strawberry sits perfect. Like, have you seen those? Like, I'm fascinated by that shit because I love cinematography as well. But despite the fact that I know the picture in the recipe book is staged, I know it's staged, I'm still not happy that mine doesn't look the same. So it's a deep problem, Tony, to be fair, right? It's a deep problem. Cheer Athletics has been really amazing. What's that then? Yeah, I watch online shorts for 2 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes. Just wish I was a taxi driver. He's a lucky bastard. I think if I see spectacular painting, I want to paint more because I want to get that good. That's amazing, Laura. I need to turn into that person, but I think it's I don't feel like it's a character trait that's going to be easily changed. So I feel like just managing in it a different way is probably better for me overall. The non-hobby. Do you know what? Right, chat. Honestly, the non-hobby Instagram has been a breath of fresh air. Because for the last 11... So we went full-time start this year. Thank you all. Thank you all. You're all amazing. We went full-time at the start of the year. And my 24/7 life is hobby. Like, all the time. Just non-stop. So... and all my social media is hobby. Everything's hobby. Nothing was personal. Nothing was just about me and the stuff that I like. It was all hobby, all hobby, all hobby. Because we've been on a real drive. Members, super chats, subscribers, etc. Which has gone well, and I'm super proud of what we've done, but I didn't realise how much I not craved, how much I kind of needed that separation every now and again. I've actually spoke to the lads last night after the stream and said that over Christmas, and I'll let you guys know the dates in Discord specifically, but over Christmas, we're going to have a week off. It's going to really fucking financially sting me, but we're going to have a week off because I need the break, quite frankly. And if I have a week off at Christmas, a full week off, no streams. I mean, 7 days, no streams. If I actually have 7 days off, no streams at Christmas, that'll be the first and only week of 2022 that I've had off, with no streams, no work. So, I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it. My bank manager probably doesn't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it. I was a prospect for my local 1%er MC. Good times, but wouldn't recommend it unless you want to give up all your free time for the next year or so. Born to lose, live to win. I don't have free time. I have nothing to give them. All my food is fast. Youngest of 3 brothers and a nest of seagulls. Like a nest of seagulls. Amazing. Pre-recorded content for Xmas. If I can make some in time, yes, then yeah, I'll do some pre-recorded stuff for you. I spoke to Joe about possibly doing a couple of pre-recorded battle reports just to fill the gaps. But the problem is, in seriousness, Ieston, for the channel, it's kind of pointless because we make our revenue from memberships and super chats. So if we don't do well on memberships and super chats, then the channel just flat doesn't do well, and we don't typically see any of that kind of revenue come through on pre-recorded content. So yeah, that's why typically the only pre-recorded content I keep doing is the reviews, because I actually quite like doing those. You're going to get halfway through and do a beer and banter. You know what will happen. Oh, you don't mean tonight? No. Oh, the fucking this is the week I'm having. The cork's just broke in my bottle. How do I save the rum? How do I save the rum, chat? I can smell it, but I can't taste it. I need a bottle opener. Do I need a bottle opener? If I bottle opener, I'm going to drop cork in this now. Oh, you bastards. This is making me really upset. Well, that's that idea done. That's how it goes. Smash the top off like a pirate. I need a corkscrew. It's in the kitchen. Can you wait 2 minutes for me to get a corkscrew in the kitchen? I can't drink it if I can't get out of the fucking bottle. Suck it really hard. That's top content right there. Rise the rum stuck. Put the bottle in a shoe and hit it on the table. I've seen that. That's not warranty claim it. You're looking at it all wrong, Liam. I'm sure people will not begrudge you the time off and make up the donations and subs either side of your week off. Well, if I advertise it properly, right? You never know. We'll wait. Okay, I need to get a bottle opener. I'll be literally 30 seconds as I go kitchen and back. Kitchen and back. Don't go anywhere. All 148 of you. In the meantime, you know what you can do. Wouldn't mind, but this is a fucking expensive bottle of rum as well. Right? It's okay if you're allowed to spill over cry over unspilt rum. I will. Fucking will. Concentration face now, people. Concentration face, people. Tiniest little bit of cork in there, otherwise all good. We're done. We're done. It's out. We got it. That was close. That was close. That was close. Alright, good. Cheers. Rum. This is fucking strong, this stuff as well, by the way. Right, so now the bottle, I've got to work out if I can seal it with this That probably, was that going to break off? No, that'll probably still be okay. Okay, good. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Perfect. What are your hobby-related gift and hope of something to bring you this? I don't. So Yorkshire, Hannah, we don't do Christmas gifts for adults here. We've got 2 young kids. Christmas is all about them here. Luce and I say to all of our friends and family nearby, please don't buy us Christmas gifts. Typically, we're wildly busy people, which obviously I'm not upset about. It's amazing, but we are wildly busy people, so we often don't see people as much as we'd like to throughout the year. So what we do at Christmas is we say, hey, don't buy us gifts, none of that nonsense, because it's not, it doesn't really mean the things to us that you would probably want it to mean. What we would rather you did is give us the gift of your time. And so if someone wants to buy a present for me or for Luce, we're like, no, hang on, how about we go to Starbucks and grab a coffee, or we go to the pub and have a couple of beers, or we go grab a meal or whatever. Like, have that time with friends and family instead of just gift giving is much more valuable to me personally. So people have already said as well, because it's my birthday Christmas Eve, people have already said to me, they've already messaged me like, can we send stuff to the PO box for your birthday and for Christmas? I mean, you can do that. I would obviously encourage you not to, but because we do have a PO box. John McCardle. See, people like John McCardle is why I'm going to be allowed to have a week off, because John's amazing. Thank you, John McCardle. You're an absolute hero. People like John McCardle mean that I could probably have a week off at Christmas because he's just gifted 50 memberships. So for all of you beautiful people who have just been gifted a John McCardle membership, please make sure you use it. Please, !Discord, come and join us in the Great Hall. Please check out all the members-only content. I think if you try it all out properly, if you try and use Discord properly, if you watch all of our members-only content and you come and join us live, then I have no doubt you'll love it. And I think some of you may even go, you know what, this is worth my own £5 and I'm just going to become a subscriber. Gifted memberships is amazing, but you want to see our membership spike trough. What I'm hoping to do is have that spike trough just climb a little bit. If I can convert you people into full-time members, if you can stay with us, come and hang out with us for longer, spike trough a little bit less, spike trough a little bit, that's great. That's amazing for us. Okay? And the more people that we can convert into more full-time members, the more time off I can actually have. Because I'd like to get to a point at some point in the new year, so next year, and I don't know when it will be next year, I'd like to get a point next year where we could perhaps hire another member of staff for the channel. How about that? Yorkshire Hammer, you've got some superstars in it. John is one of the biggest superstars in 40k. He hates it when I do this to him whilst he's in stream. But he's one of the biggest superstars in 40k, and I love him very dearly. And he won't let me say thank you to him other than just saying thank you. So, John's a hero. And I now have to update my little bot. So that's going to go to John. You've taken us almost halfway to our Christmas goal. You beautiful human. Thank you so much. Don't send him a pug out. No. Sorry, not organised chats lately, guys. Being stacked up now. Dave, you're a moderator on. Why aren't you a moderator on here as well? If you're a moderator, hang on. I don't know why Dave isn't a moderator on YouTube since he's a moderator in Discord. There we go. That matches now. That's the same. You moderating is all fucking. What's it called? Like voluntary. So don't ever say sorry for not organising chats and stuff. You're amazing. You guys are all amazing. All of my mods, all my blue names in here, yellow names in Discord are amazing. So thank you. Have I not seen John donating loads on Tabletop Titans as well? Yes, you have. And you now see him spamming Ks because he doesn't want me to say. Cheers, John. Super strong rum. That stuff is fucking lethal. Absolutely lethal. What is it? 54.5% alcohol. Nice. David, I don't know what to do. You don't need to know what to do. Mandy, what did I miss? Loads, mate. You've missed loads, Mandy. Where have you been? Where have you been all my life? I don't know what to do. You don't need to know, Dave. Use Liam's PO box to send gifts for Joe. You can do that. We have one PO box gift through so far. Oh, that rum warms your heart. We need that on this cold night. It's fucking -1 here, chat, on the south coast. -1 on the south coast. What's that all about? Oh, by the way, people, as well. Normally we finish at 10 on a Wednesday, don't we? But if you keep it going, chat. No wife here. Means there's no bedtime. Just saying. Thanks for the amazing content. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Iniquity. You're a hero. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Thank you. It's really, 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 really important to us to get feedback on the content as well. Sometimes we tweak things based on feedback, but we do it because we love it. But one of the things we love about the content is entertaining you, beautiful people. And so if what we're doing isn't entertaining you, then we're missing the mark, and we need to make a change to it. But it is nice to hear feedback from people. So I'm a fan. Liam broke his cork and couldn't drink his rum is true. Liam saying he will cook something and throw it away because it's not like the recipe book pick. I didn't say I'd throw it away, but I mean, you're not too far wrong. Carl! No. We have to stop this now. Bedtimes are overrated. They are indeed. Mandy, aren't you in America land as well? So you'll get more of me if I stay up, right? Would Joe be interested in a Lehman Russ? It's built but not painted. Joe's a model whore. He's interested in everything, Simon, all the time. Is it going to give out all of Ben's 50? Oh my God, it is. Not Ben, sorry, Carl's. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. So, do you know what that means, chat? Considering we've had 50 from John and 50 from Carl, those vets have you in amongst the chat. Do you know what that means? Do you know what it means, chat? Up here, -1 up here in the Dales as well, Liam. Best way to stay, enjoy the content and the warmth. Yeah. It's Lucy's up, like I said, Lucy's up in Yorkshire. Obviously, she's in York right now on holiday. Cold there as well. That's an offer getting more of Liam. who called in the army snipers? Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. Eds is now getting given out as well. Jesus Christ, look at this going. Oh my fucking God. Okay. Do we know what it means, chat? Do you know what all these memberships mean? Do we know? Victory dance, not quite.
Some wives have to worry about their husbands carousing when they're not around. Liam's has to worry that he'll stream about plastic army men past his bedtime.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Missed your social media rant, but I for one don't use it when I'm on vacation. When it comes to 40k, it helps me see awesome paint jobs that I can appreciate even though I will never be that good. So kinda good.
Interesting, Mandy. I mean, you kind of hit the nail on where I was going. I was basically saying that social media kills my motivation because I realise I can't ever match what other people do painting-wise. And so I'm trying to avoid it a little bit when it comes to me painting. So I've created my own little motorbike one, like some little child, just so that I don't have a hobby one permanently on. It gives me a break from the hobby so I can sit here painting my models. I'm not watching 40k content and looking at 40k content on social media and all that kind of stuff. And I go, okay, this is cool. I've just got my stuff. That's it. Right, I need to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to Carl of Hodgie, who's just matched John McCardle. Oh my God, you're legends. And a big thank you to Cornet Ed, who's then gifted another 5 memberships, which puts our total tonight. Hang on, let me move this window. I've got to do things now. When we have this many memberships, chat, if you're new here, if you haven't watched these before, I do something when this happens, and it happens once or twice a month normally, but last month didn't happen at all, I don't think. So I now need to, so that was 55 on top of the, so, okay. So that now goes to this, which means we're even closer to our Christmas goal already. And I will make the Christmas goal bigger if we get closer, because it will just make me feel really comfortable about my about my week off. At the moment, I'm very uncomfortable about my week off, but it'll make me comfortable about my week off. Now, what we do whenever we have 100 or more giveaways in a stream, and this happens for every 100 bracket, by the way. So if we were to get another number of members, which I won't disclose because I know what you lot are like, you'll probably do it. We'll then do another giveaway. What we do is every time we hit 100 new members in a single stream, is I have a bot now running, which will be reading everybody's chats, and if they are chatting in chat right now, it will put your name in there and it will run for the next 15 minutes. And then after that, it will look at all the chats over the last 50 minutes and it puts everybody into a giveaway. And I draw the giveaway. And that giveaway is for £100 British pound voucher or equivalent currency. So if I go over to the US website, I'll do a currency converter, whatever 100 quid is, and get you that in dollars. Same for Australian dollars, etc., right? So it's a £100 voucher. Just because we hit 100 new members. So thank you so much. You guys are incredible. I've got the chat. I've got the giveaway button sat here now. So it's ticking away. I'll leave it ticking away in the background. At 10 p.m., so in 10 minutes, I will draw the giveaway. So you just need to comment in chat in the next 10 minutes to be in with a chance of winning. That's it. You've just got to be in. You've just got to chat for the next 10 minutes. That's the only thing. I'll draw it. It'll do a giveaway, and it'll be a £100 voucher. If, however, in the meantime, we hit another, 88 members, I would then do a second giveaway for another £100 voucher. It's my way of saying, like, let's be fair, 100 members at £5, you all can do the maths. Although YouTube takes a cut, you can all do the maths. Is worth more to me than the £100 I'm going to give away to you beautiful people. All right? So, please, it doesn't hurt me. You guys do me favours. You're all amazing. I love you. But all you've got to do is chat in Discord, in the comments, and you'll be in with a chance of winning. Okay, I think it gives members a higher chance of winning. Yeah, members get a higher chance of winning, but it doesn't. I don't think it discriminates. Okay, so if I were a night lurk, I would get up early for the giveaways as ad work. I'm totally not chatting during a meeting. Amazing. You only one message. It only counts once. Registration. Yeah, it only take one of your messages. And like I said, from now until 10, if you chat at any point in those 10 minutes, it will enter you automatically. So just by talking normally, right? Be amazing. Liam, with socials, are you good at not spending loads of time just wasting time scrolling? Or are those who wonders where the time has gone later on? I'm actually pretty good. So I used to be bad, Yorkshire Hammer. I'm now pretty good. I used to, when Reels became a thing, when they started to come into existence and start to sort of explode the social media platform, I was wildly scrolling through them. And I was one of those people that would sit there and go, how have I lost an hour sat here, or whatever the time would be, right? Scrolling through Reels. And now, I'm not that bad at all. If I scroll through Reels, it's because I've sat down and gone, I'd like to look at some Reels for half an hour. So I spring it now.
Like the stream you, it's.
Exclamation mark like. Do you consider Discord a social app? I mean, I guess in its rawest form it kind of is, but no. Discord's like a forum stroke. I mean, it's our little family. It's our community Discord. The Great Hall's amazing. In fact, the Great Hall I'm very proud of as a community, to be fair. So I don't think I would consider it social media, despite it's not social media, is it? It's just social. Does that make sense? Social media is typically, because it's media, it's things that get put in, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain, but social media I often find is people putting things in front of you to consume.
Custores.
Christy V, you're a hero, thank you. So with social media, I feel like that's putting something in front of you specifically for you to consume it. And I think that Discord's not that. It's just more people just hanging out. So thank you, PT13, for the banana. And Bolterbro gifting another membership. That puts us on only 87 to go, chat, for the second £100 voucher. Which I will stay on and do another giveaway if you want. Thank you, people. Thank you so much for tonight. You're so amazing. Start goal. Good. Right, cool. I spend more time on Discord than I do anything else. I think Discord's good, though. It's just chill. Like, especially with the Great Hall, the DZ Discord typically is the same as well, in the sense that often it's full of people that have to pay to be there. So that means that you just don't have, like, if you, how many of you will go onto a Facebook post, right, and you'll look at the little bar that sits under the picture, and you'll see X number of angry faces and X number, and then you just, how many of you then go, I'm gonna look in the comments because this is gonna be a fucking shit show? How many of you do that? I do that a lot. Like, I'm terrible for that. This is gonna be a fucking shit show, right? Should be 177. Oh, did I not add yours? Oh my god. Thank Thank you, Equity.
Finally joined the Discord last week off my gifted membership. Couldn't recommend it enough. Though I still haven't worked out how to upgrade my...
How to upgrade your YouTube? Someone here will definitely be able to help you. Bravo 1. I think if you !member and follow the link, it probably gives you the option to upgrade, but I don't know. Did you thank Enquity who joined as a skull without a gift? I think I did. I'm sure I did. I did. We're going to say I did. Thanks, guys. I see you just deleted it there as well. Discord is kind of communication device rather than social media. Yeah, I agree. I only shitpost on free sites. I have Discord, but I always forget I do. Discord is just great. Discord is amazing. Social media is largely self and ego based, yes, and Discord is more oriented towards a community perspective and to be supportive, helpful. I agree. Okay, I only use YouTube, C, and the Discord, so sadly now I keep social media down to a bare minimum. Can I bribe the bot? I love Facebook drama. It's hilarious. I love Facebook comments. Is my favorite. It's just my favorite. Anyone who isn't sure about the Discord and Patreon for DZ, it's well worth it. Thanks, Ashley. You're a hero. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Says Dan. Welcome, Dan. Only 50 minutes late, mate. We've currently got a giveaway going on for members because we hit 100 members because you guys are amazing. If Poos and Sick is taken, I'm claiming the banana. That came out wrong. Considering how long it is since you posted your banana, anyone who just tuned in is going to be like, what are you on about? Oh yeah, I like your Discord and a few others. I follow for 40k. Great communities with people that are welcoming and don't judge my bad painting. We're all terrible painters inside Manly, don't worry. I'm sure yours isn't that bad, actually. I saw you comment on the VT stream earlier about your Necrons. I bet they're not even that bad. I was looking at the DZ events calendar for next. So the DZ events calendar, Harry, is a brand new thing that I've recently made. When Luce gets back off of leave, I'm going to teach her how to put the events on the DZ calendar. And then I reckon within the next month, all of next year's events will be on the DZ events calendar on the website. So stay patient. As soon as we're done, I'll put it in the DZ Discord. And I'll probably put something out on DZ as well saying, hey, our events calendar's updated. If you know what we're talking about, !DZ TV. Come join a incredible website of fun content that includes more winter stuff. I'm a big fan of the Necrons vibe, of the Norse vibe. Thanks, man. Ethereal Boots, you're a hero. I love the Norse vibe. I'd lean more into it if I could get away with it without looking a bit desperate. If I didn't have such a fucking fat dad belly and I actually had the build for it, I'd probably lean more into the Norse vibe. I like Insta. I love Insta. I do. I may have found my way to the Forge World page and bought a tank this evening. I have no idea what happened there. It happens to all of us, Gaz. It happens to all of us. Soup says, Mandy, I've seen your painting. How dare you? You're far from awful. There you go, Mandy. See, and this is the thing. So go back to the original topic. Go back to social media. Self-deprecation is part of my issue. Looking what I'm doing and saying this is shit. And people come in at Joe or Paddy or whatever will come in my office and they'll be like, "That's really good." I'm like, "That's rubbish." That's really good. No, it's rubbish. Are you coming to King of the North? I'm afraid I'm not, Andrew, because I think it's the same weekend as my wife's birthday. So unless I want to be eating my own testicles, it's probably worth me staying here. So, getting some furs and some beard rings in for the Jan GT. I think it's also the same weekend as that as well, to be fair. I don't think social media is bad, but social performance media is. Make sense? Kind of. Yeah, I think I kind of follow you. So, we're all our worst critics. Smiler Maniac, 100%. Absolutely. 100%. We're all our own worst critics. I think I'm just overly critical. I don't know if that's... I mean, to be honest with you, being overly critical has been something that has been beneficial to me for so long, in seriousness. Like, genuinely, is something that has always forced me to push on, to be... to try and be better, I guess. But with this, because painting isn't like... So, like, streams. Okay, game streams. So when it comes to the game streams that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we've made lots and lots of little improvements. If you look at the kind of stream we were doing when we started last year compared to what we're doing now, they're wildly different. And they're about to get better again. last month, you guys super chatted a ton of money, which meant I was able to push ahead with the stream PC, which today I finished building and tested and installed Windows. Now I need a break, Christmas, before I can then build the stream on this PC up, because it was going to take me a while. We'll make even more improvements. That's because I looked at our stream and I was like, I'm not happy with this. It's not good enough. Because when I compare it to Tabletop Titans, for example, I'm like, theirs is just flat better than mine. So I'm my own worst critic there, but it's not necessarily negative, because I'm like, okay, cool. How can I get to where they are? And I'll read and I'll learn. And I started learning about Python coding, and I built a whole brand new scoreboard from stuff that I didn't know how to do before I started doing it. We're using like OBS plugin. Like I did loads of stuff that I didn't even know how to do beforehand, and I could just teach myself. And I love learning new things. I love teaching myself, so I did all that. The problem with painting is there is no quick fix. There is no cheat necessarily to do some of the things I want to do. So that is something that I need to put time and effort into, which I just don't have. So that's where being my own worst critique is the worst. Anyway, I need to do two things. Firstly, it's 10 o'clock. There is a lot of eligible users in chat, many of them indeed. I'm going to roll it, and we'll get our first giveaway winner. Ready, steady, bang. He must be in chat still. Is it going to show it in? Normally it puts it in chat for me. There it goes, Nightbot. Boris has won the giveaway. Well done, Boris. You're a hero. The other thing I need to do is add the new 15 gifted membership. Tim Chaser and Stephen Wiltham. Wiltham, is that right? Thank you so much for gifting between you 15 more memberships. 10 from Tim, 5 from Steve. Yeah, I don't like the odd numbers though. You make me put weird odd numbers on here now. So 5 is 182, 192. Okay, cool. So congratulations, Boris. You have won yourself £100 of the finest Games Workshop currency in the form of a voucher. Please get in touch with me. Either message me directly on Discord, or Boris. It's just Boris. It says just Boris. If it was not you, Boris. It's just Boris. It literally uses your exact Discord handle. So message me on Discord, or if you haven't messaged me on Discord, if you can't, that's the one. That Boris.
Contrast/speed paint are a cheat for good painting.
I can't use contrast. It goes messy. So, Boris, please message me on Discord. If you're not in Discord, buddy, you can email me, liam@deploymentzone.tv. Okay, you can email me there as well. Either way, all I need to know is your email address and your country that you reside in and therefore purchase your Games Workshop from. So, obviously, if you're in the US, say US. If you're in the UK, say UK. So then I can make sure I'm buying it for you in the right currency. Okay? You misspelled Tony. Well, we're only currently, Tony, 72 members away from another £100 voucher. Although, I think if we got to 199, I'd just turn the stream off because that's going to cost me a lot tonight otherwise. Right? I'll warm myself up a bit. Congrats out of the Boris. Oh, bless you, Boris. I'm so sorry. Poor old Boris Politeyev. He thought he'd won, chat. I'm so sorry. I feel like an arsehole now. Oh, fucking hell. Would you rather be a great painter, pants player, or pants painter, great player? Also, sausages for fingers or hamburgers for feet? Okay, easy. So, I would rather be a great player and a pants painter because I can commission other people to paint for me, but the hobby's not the same for me if I'm commissioning other people to play for me, right? So that seems like an easy answer. Seems like an easy answer. Sausages for fingers or hamburgers for feet? Hamburgers for feet? I feel like you'd have to have funny shaped shoes, but you can still do most things normally. Sausages for fingers, I couldn't do most things normally. Although, Luce might be happier. Jonathan De Silva, thanks for the poo. You're a fucking legend. Thanks for the poo. Boris says, oh man, now I feel bad for the other Boris. Never have we had this problem before. Thank you, Jonathan, for the poo. Thank you for the poo. You're a hero. I'm a pants painter and a pants player, says Will. Amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, I think hamburgers for feet makes sense, right? I'd like sausages for feet. Says Waterloo's lived to win. Why? Nick Clever says, just had an email informing me I've been gifted a membership. Not sure who did that, but thank you. There you go. Oh, boss is in the house. She's in the house still. Shouldn't you be enjoying your freedom, Lise? Not watching this shit. Yeah, the difficult glasses back. Yeah, it is. Otherwise, I'd have to put it in Bailey's glasses. That doesn't work. To be fair, those sausages would need to vibrate. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Hamburgers for feet wouldn't last long with a pet in the house. That's true. Yeah, actually, I'd have to have my feet always covered with a dog about. Otherwise, I'd have no chance. You can thank James Hobbs for starting this trend of my autism for carrying on. It's a great trend. Thank you for the poo. I'd never, in the last 2 months, I've said thank you for the poo more times than I ever have before in my life. That's a fact. So, you know. I've set something off as Yorkshire. Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. You're all amazing people. I love you very dearly. You make me smile a lot. Carl Moore, I regret nothing. Oh, Quipster's here as well. Hey, Quipster, how are you? Quipster, have you added more stuff to your YouTube channel yet, or have you still not done anything with it? Did you guys know Quipster's got a YouTube channel? And I was watching his Black Templars video the other day on how he paints black. This is a true story. It's a genuinely true story, right? So Quipster has his own little YouTube channel. If I show you, it looks like this, right? And it says here, Quipster Nerd, Warhammer at its best, which is only true if you do like a video once every 2 years or once every year, right? That's a fact. This is Quipster's channel. In fact, let's be super nice to Quipster because I love Quipster very dearly. Let's get my rum out of the way. Hang on. And let's pop it here, and you guys can go and follow him if you want to. If you want to, right? But I was watching this video here. This is his Black Templars. But look, you can see the red bar. I've watched all the video. Okay, I'm gonna click on it now.
I'm quick.
I'm gonna pause it so I don't get demonetized. Great face there, Alex. Great face, right? So, I was watching the video because I like supporting my friends. It's a good video. Then I scrolled down and I hated him instantly. This guy here, Modest Pelican. I watched that fucker. I'm subscribed to him. Right? If you don't know who he is, he's an Aussie. I think he's Aussie. He's an Aussie who does video games content, and it's just dry humour, right? It's just dry, like, nonsense humour. What an incredible channel he is. And he commented on Quipster's video, and I was like, motherfucker, this guy puts one video out every fucking 12 months, and the next thing I know, that's it. He's commenting on Quipster's video. So now I think Quipster's a dick. So if you did just subscribe to it, unsub now. Unsub now. All right, straight away. Unsub. Gone. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Cancel your sub. Pelican is a legend. Pelican's amazing. Pelican's amazing. I love his content.
Luce is here in chat to make sure you go to bed on time. Smile.
She can't force it. Michael, she can't force it. The music makes it very chill. It's nice. You haven't probably heard this before, have you, Lise? Because you're normally sat there.
As with the previous topic, price is what you pay, value is what you get, and your stream's of immense value to me. Take that week off, you deserve it. Custodes.
I love how... First of all, I love how you finished that with Custodes. Secondly, Kai, holy fuck. What are you doing? Thank you. I will take the week off. I'd have taken the week off even if we hadn't have done so well financially because I need the fucking break, quite frankly. But that is very generous of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I love you. I love all of you. I love all of you. But Kai, hero. What a fucking hero of the Imperium. I've got your address, Kai. I still haven't sent those dice yet. That's my fault. Luce nudged me on Saturday or something because I just get distracted and I haven't sent you those dice yet. But I promise you, they're here waiting for you. In fact, Kai, with that super chat, what I can do is wait for the next batch to turn up and send you a full 20 instead of just a 10. think that's probably fairer after that super chat. And I've got your address now, so you can't stop it. Right? You can't stop it. Quips also doesn't have you recommended. Does he not? Motherfucker. Unsub. Click that link. Unsub. Unsub. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh, brilliant. Quips looks like the navigation officer from The Hunt for October. He's too charming, too good looking, too good at painting and playing for there not to be something wrong. This all adds up to a serial killer territory. 100% it does, yeah, absolutely. I appreciate any man that names every single one of his custodies and actively keeps track of their individual wins and losses, complete with custom nameplates for each of them. He does do that as well. Social media, only bad for me this time of year because it's Whamgeddon. Can't trust no one. At least I gave you a chance, Cass, right? First time watching from Witness' channel, says James G. Welcome, dude. Welcome. At least I gave you a chance. So I'm assuming most of you are playing Whamgeddon, right? I'm assuming. You know what it is? Most of you know what Whamgeddon is. And I was actually going to do it to you guys tonight, actually. And I thought better of it because if I put too much of Wham on, I'd probably get demonetized. But Whamgeddon is basically, as soon as you hit December, you have to avoid that fucking Last Christmas song from Wham. And it and so what I did is I had it on the Alexa speaker in the kitchen because the second the 1st December hits, it's like Alexa play Christmas music everywhere and all the speakers go off. And I videoed it and I put it in the Only Thanes WhatsApp chat. So if you're a Thane of the channel, if you are a Thane, which is one of our highest tiers of members, and I still can't believe how many Thanes we have, thank you people, you're beautiful people. But if you are a Thane, you get access to a WhatsApp chat that we chat in quite frequently. And so I put a video in the Only Thanes, which was the Whamgeddon. It was the Whamgeddon song. But what I did is on the video on my phone, what you could see was the front of the Alexa speaker with the album art. So they knew before they opened it what the album art was. I gave them a chance and they didn't get got. But yeah. Kai, bedtime for me. I thought your avatar was great. You made my avatar look shit, so I stripped it. Don't. I did the same because of Daz, Kai. We did a whole stream talking about why that wasn't the right thing to do. But thanks for dropping in with that huge super chat, and I hope you have a great night's sleep, bud. I'll speak to you very soon, of course. Heart FM whammed me on the 2nd of December, says Gargoyles. Amazing. Amazing. I don't do Xmas. Haven't done 2015. Oh. Why? It's Cliff Richard that makes me want to slip my wrists and sit in a bath of bleach. I've still not heard a single Christmas song, The Joys of Living Alone and Not Going Anywhere. It's on everywhere here, Des. It's on everywhere. Everywhere. Love it. Wait, the album art? The Wham album art? Yeah, I think it was, yeah. For that song. I know that album. It's hardly the biggest Xmasy hit. It says Wham on it, Soups. On the screen, it says Wham. Last Christmas. Hang on. Oh my fucking god, I put my phone down for 5 minutes and it goes off. Let's find the video on the Only Thanes. Video Only Thanes. So it look right. So before you go at me, it look like this. All right. See, Only Thanes. Told you, there's an Only Thanes WhatsApp chat. It's real. You want to be in it? You got to be a Thane. It's the only rules. Got to be a Thane. Soldier of Nerdism. Hey brother. Hey dude. How are you? We have MFR playing on the radio at work, and they've been playing Christmas songs since the 28th. Yes. See, the thing is, chat, right? I'm a Christmas baby. I was born on the 24th of December. So I don't get to have a birthday middle of the year. So I go all in at Christmas because it's when my birthday is, right? Christmas Eve, practically Jesus. Beard, had long hair, practically Jesus. And so the second Christmas came around in my house when I was a kid growing up. The second we hit December, well, because it was typically back then, it was December, and we didn't have Spotify. You know, the good old days. I guess I'm like a fucking right old bastard now, but we didn't have Spotify and fucking Apple Music and all that shit, right? It was just good old fashioned fucking FM radio. I don't think we even had DAB. I don't think that was out then either. And so the car specifically, my dad's car, was just lots of normal FM radio. And so 2nd December here, they did in fact wait till December back then. They would just start playing Christmas songs all the time, and that was like, this is the build. Like, if you imagine it, right, as a kid, as a young, and I mean a young kid, you get to that time of year, it gets colder, the hats and scarves come out, everyone's lights go up, everyone's trees go up, the Christmas music starts, school starts ramping down, you're watching films at school. That was all the build up to Christmas, but for me, it was also the build up to my birthday. So it was just super exciting time as a kid, and that's just, I've just carried on into adulthood going, it's fucking Christmas. You know, I mean, I spent 2 of them in fucking Afghanistan, and I was still unbearable then in the desert, like fucking 30-degree heat in desert, and I'm playing Christmas music in the hangar. They hated me. It's fact. They hated me. You also pretend water is wine. Exactly. Yeah, I'm practically Jesus. Leo 2022. Exactly. Old in year. I'm years older than you are. Well, yeah, I know, but I still feel old nowadays. Practical Jesus, you also like working with wood often, especially when she's away. Can't trust Alexa. Either someone had set a wham bomb to go off at 12:30 this morning. Never move so fast to shout cancel. Sure is a survival game. Cass, I love you. That's amazing. Born in a stable too. No, not quite. -4 degree tomorrow. Nightle says Rambo. Nightle, dude. Thanks for joining us, man. You're a hero. Be a great meme for Tabletop Titans meme of the week. But he didn't bother streaming. I stream sick normally. Fucking man up, Adrian. Right? I'm joking. I don't know how sick he is actually. So, but I think he's probably pretty sick to not stream. But you know, I'm just saying I've been sick and streamed. I'm just saying. My eldest birthday is the 25th. She doesn't hate it. Yeah. Where's Gaz? Gaz, if Gaz is still in chat, our moderator, and one of our moderators on Discord, he is also born on the 25th of December. He always held that top trump card over me. So, you know, I'm not sure on that. Says, well, Master, what are you talking about? Got you beat, brother. Well, I think he has, Will, got you beat there. My uncle's birthday is Christmas Eve, and my grandfather's birthday was on New Year's Eve. Oh, wow. My grandfather's birthday was New Year's Day. Remember tomorrow, Magnus Steele's Christmas. That is tomorrow, yes. That is tomorrow. I'm letting them do what they want. I told them, so every time before they've streamed without me, which hasn't been particularly common, every time they've streamed without me in the past, I've watched it like a fucking hawk from this room, and I'll have it on the screen, and I'll have the stream analytics on the screen, and I'll be watching everything. And I'll be texting them. I'm such a fucking control freak, chat. It's a problem, but I'll be texting them, Brom, you haven't done this right. Brom, you haven't put that up. You need to change this. Brom, you need to do this. Turn you up a little bit. Tweak this audio. Like, I'm a control freak. I'm a mad control freak about this stuff because this is what I was talking about before, right? I look at other streams, look at Titans. I want to be the best. I want to be spoken of in the same breath as your people like your Tabletop Titans. Like, hey, who's the best 40k streamers out there? Titans are great. Hey, Liam's really good. I want to be spoken in that same breath. That's my ambition. That's my goal. That's what I want to be. Right? So I was a control freak. And then this week I was like, you know what? Got the kids. So I'm actually just going to let you guys go with it. And I was in the studio yesterday, so I set it all up for them. I did all the imagery because I don't know how to set all the stuff up yet. Set up all the imagery, set up everything ready to go. And then I was like, and Brom was like, Brom said to Paddy, who was running the deck, Brom's like, make sure you have your phone on you because he'll text you from the office if anything's going wrong. And I was like, not tonight. I was like, what? I was like, we'll go in there. Got to put the kids in the shower. Got to make them dinner. Going to sit down with them and play some games for a bit because, you know, keeping the kids entertained. Got to put them to bed. Not tonight. He was like, really? I was like, yep. And so last night, for about an hour, I think I had it on in the background. And there was a couple of occurrences where I messaged Paddy just to take the piss out of him. But on the whole, just let him do his own thing. Like, just let him do his own thing. And the same goes for tomorrow. I don't know what they're planning. I know they've said Magnus Steele's Christmas. Joe's talked about a custom mission. I'm like, it's your stream. You guys do it. You guys do it. You go for it. It's your stream. and I'm hoping it's paying off. I don't know. How many of you watched it last night? Was it any good? Where are we? So everyone's comparing ages now. So used to go out with a girl whose birthday was Xmas Day. I referred to it as Birthmas. Amazing. Did you one present it, Bolter Bro? Is that why you used to go out with her? Did you one present it? We should think of subs, memberships, and super chats as gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and then we should just raise money so you can move your gaming table out of the stables soon. It is currently in the stables. I actually need to move my gaming table out of there at some point soon because I need to put my fucking bike in it, and I need to have it somewhere else. I need to have my gaming table in a studio because it's a bit cramped right now, right? So
you want to be the best that no one ever was.
Yeah. The best streamer. Yeah. Personally, I think you outmatched the Titans for enjoyability. Cornet, that's very kind of you, but they're just like next level for streaming, right? For games. They don't do this as well. Well, the good talk's cool. I like the good talk. I'm a fan of that. Liam is a confirmed poker fan. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, great. Here comes my childhood. Who doesn't like fucking Pokemon anyway? Come on, be honest. We're all geeks here. It's fine. Paddy was on the producing, was it? Good. I looked up once just to watch the camera that moves across and shake because he let it get to the end.
Have you managed to change the sheets without loose?
It's a Friday job, Captain Mennerings. So ask me on Friday if I'd done it. To be fair, that's bollocks anyway. I always change the sheets without loose. It's just when I had fresh ink, I couldn't do it.
Night all.
Mrs. Van Holier, thanks for joining us. Night to you too. Love you very much. Love you very, very much. Will Luce be giving facts out at the Great Hall Gathering, says Gaz. I very much doubt it. Your team did great yesterday, and Paddy did an awesome job producing. Good. They're amazing people, aren't they? They're amazing people. So think about it this way, right? The three of them are streaming this week because I've got the kids because Luce is on holiday, and Luce thoroughly deserves. I'm very proud of Luce because Luce isn't someone who often spends any money on herself whatsoever. She's always like, no, kids need new shoes. I'm like, no, it's fine. You can spend some money on yourself. You work fucking hard for us, for us as a family, for the kids, for me. You deserve to buy some nice things for yourself. And she never does it. And I'm always pushing her to spend some money on herself for nice things, right? And I think yesterday she went out and actually bought herself some very nice jewellery that I've seen. And I'm so proud of her because she's gone away for a week. It's the longest she's ever been away from both of the children. My eldest is 9. She's away for 4 nights, 5 days. It's as long as she's ever been away from either of them. My eldest is 9, my youngest is 5. My eldest is 10 next month. And she's bought herself some very nice fancy jewellery, and I'm very proud of her. But obviously her going away, and I've been pushing her for a few years, like, go take a holiday, take a break, go and enjoy yourself. Because she does so much for me, and she does so much for the kids. It's a lot of stuff that you guys don't see that allows me to do what I do on the stream is because of what she does in the background. She's incredible. So her going on holiday, I said to the lads, right lads, Lucy's going away. I wouldn't be comfortable because my stream setup's in the garage, but the only way you can access my single tiny little 1-car garage is by going outside of the house. Okay. So I said to the lads, I was like, I'm not comfortable streaming from 7:30 till 10:30, 11 or midnight if Brom's playing, with the kids in the house on their own. Because if they wake up and they need me for something, they'd have to come down and outside, and like it's -2 at the moment, right? They'd have to come down and outside to come and get me to tell me that something was wrong. I wouldn't be happy with that. I wasn't comfortable. So I was like, do you guys fancy running the stream? And so Paddy and Brom and Jay said, yeah, well, all 3 of us will do both nights. Remember, guys, these 3 people aren't paid. So I do what I can for them. I do as much as I can for them in terms of models and hobby and etc., etc. But they don't get paid to do the streams. So all 3 of them have stepped up and said, yeah, we'll do it. They ran last night's stream and they'll run tomorrow night's stream on their own, and they don't get paid for it. They do it because they love doing it and they enjoy it. So if you could support them tomorrow night, that would be amazing, because I can't do the games without those people. I just can't, because otherwise it's been me playing myself, and that's a whole different type of stream that only Thanes get, right? My husband still has his. I had no idea what they were. What's that? Spotted Bro. I remember Pogs. Got to show her the treat yourself video from Parks and Rec. I'm not seeing that myself. Got the kids some signal flares. Get the kids some signal flares. Yeah. So it goes fucking bright outside. Oh, they need me, apparently. They definitely wouldn't burn the house down, would they? They definitely wouldn't just set fire to all the fucking curtains. Or on the leave list to win, would they? That's not what would happen. Get them some quality hobnobs. Kids have been amazing, to be fair, this week so far. I had to get the fucking hell, chat. I had to get the car fixed on Monday because the car was fucked. And so I couldn't drive it anywhere apart from to the garage because it was like, no restarts in however many miles. That cost me 500 fucking pounds as well. You know, do you ever get to a point, chat, right, where you go, okay, I mean, current climate specifically, right? So, okay, energy crisis, bills are going up, fucking rent and mortgages are going up, everything's going up. You look at your money and you go, right, okay, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And then the car costs you £500 to fix. You're like, you motherfuckers. We need a showcase video of Brom's Ultras. Do you though? How's the rum? It's strong stuff, Mr. Scream. I like it though. Wait, are Pogs just Tiddlywinks but bigger? Kind of. They were more of a cardboard though, weren't they? They weren't like a hard plastic. Treat yourself to tanks. Treat yourself to a different saying in military circles. Treat yourself is a different saying in military circles. You're right, yeah. I misread that to start with. Brom and Joe have cost me already 100 quid each. Have they? What for? What did you do, Lehman? What have you done that's cost you £200? Were you even watching it? I thought in Discord you were like, I can't, I'm not even the right level to watch it.
A drink for the three amigos.
Thank you, Roo. So one thing I have done for them, for all three of those people, they're coming up to the Great Hall Gathering on the 17th of December, !GHG, if you want to come and join us and buy yourself a ticket to come and hang out at Element Games. So Brom and Joe and Paddy are all coming to the Great Hall Gathering and coming to hang out on the Friday night and the Saturday. And so out of our own pocket, Luce and I have covered their hotels to say thank you for all the work they've done this year. So I said if you ever won, get a gift. Since they both drew, they both got a gift. Amazing. Amazing. I love the fact that you didn't go, you can have half a gift and you can have half a gift. You just got them both a gift. What a legend. The Slammers of plastic pogs were cardboard. Yeah, I thought so. How much has poo cost me in this economy? I dread to think. Sending me a poo is probably cheaper than you flushing it, mate. Remember, guys, if you can't think of something to get your wives, girlfriends for Xmas, they will always appreciate some new models. They will. It's true, Harry. It's 100% true. My engine seized in my van Monday night. I only had to wait till 10 to get home. Oh, rough, man. Rough. I fix my cars and my boss's fleet of vehicles. Do you know what fucked me off the most about this car repair, right? I'm an engineer by trade. I'm a mechanic by trade, right? So, and I have a reader. Is it in here? I have a reader. So I plug the reader in, got all the fault codes. I diagnose the fault. I got a friend who works for the company the car's made by, who gave me a diagram, a picture of where this thing was located. I knew what was wrong with it. I knew what sensor had to be replaced. I knew everything that was needed to be done, pretty much. And I sent them all the information. Like, I spoke to them on the phone. Here's all the information that you need. Oh, well, we're going to have to run our own diagnostics. I was like, I'm giving you all the fault codes. I'm telling you what sensor you need to order. Like, I'm not an idiot. Good night, everyone. Catch you next time, Liam. Thanks, Sangari. God, you're a hero. I'm not an idiot. Here is all of the information that you need to fix the car. Well, we need to run our own diagnostic anyway. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I don't necessarily completely blame you because I'm sure everyone's a Google mechanic nowadays. But I've told you what it is. Okay. The car turned up. They phoned me at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we've run some diagnostics. I was like, right, okay. We need to order the sensor. And I was like, wouldn't happen to be the one that I told you needed like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, I wasn't going to fight with them. I was like, okay, cool. So the diagnostic cost was £80. I was like, I fucking did that bit before I gave you the car. You've just found the same fucking fault codes that I told. Anyway, I was like, okay. So we've ordered the part. It'll turn up tomorrow. I was like, oh. So I had no car for Monday. The part turned up. They then fitted it all. And I was just mildly annoyed since I told them what they needed. But yeah, total costs £500 just to fit it. The thing is, I could fit the sensor myself. What I can't do is I can't flash the ECU because I don't have the right equipment to to reprogram the ECU and flash the ECU. So I needed to get someone else involved, but I was just pissy. I was like, if it wasn't for the fucking ECU, I could have just done this myself. For fuck's sake. Ugh. Made me sad. I once gave a lass an empty Pringle box with a bottom cut out for Christmas. I don't think I want to know where that's going. I'm not sure I want you to finish that Yorkshire Hammer, to be fair, mate. Yeah. Let's not have a look at that one. Yorkshire Hammer feels like it's a channel name, is it? Is that a channel name? Yorkshire Hammer. Should we raid Yorkshire Hammer right now? Because he's been hanging out lately. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find Yorkshire Hammer on the YouTubes. She looked at me all disappointed and said it was empty. Was it the mini pot of Pringles, says Luce? Ooh, burn. Yorkshire Hammer, are you going to keep doing these videos or have you stopped now already? A Pringle can, is that Count Dracula? No, because my content is dreadful. What do you mean? It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad, can it? Surely. Karma for those times you fucked about in the LAD. I was never in an LAD, thank you, Carl. Fucking, I'm not a pond feeder. I was never in an LAD. I was an aircraft hangar. Thank you kindly. So you're not going to keep doing it, Yorkshire Hammer? Have you stopped already? Come on, I like to encourage more content creators. I don't like to see people crushed. I like to encourage them. I like to see people do well. What are we saying? Do you want a bunch of subs? I will be doing more. Right, you can have a bunch of subs. You with me, chat, right? You with me? We're going to unpin Quipster because he doesn't have me as a suggested channel. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to encourage all of you now. There's 155 people in chat, right? If I don't see this going up by 50, I'll be very upset. It's currently on 2 subscribers. Keep going, Yorkshire Hammer, says Herm. Yeah, there we go. Wow, I go for a run and miss out some absolute legends. You do indeed, yeah. Liam, I am in car industry, customer service part. I hear what you are saying, but I'll stop myself from expressing unpopular points. No, you go for it, Stuart. In seriousness, go for it. Like I said, I get it. I do get it, genuinely, because they can't just take my words for it for diagnostics. You know, I understand. It just sucks that it costs that fucking much money. So Yorkshire Hammer's gone from 2 to 16 subscribers. There we go. We're getting there. We're climbing. Let's see if we can get it up to at least 50 is what I want. Look at you, beautiful. I fucking love you, beautiful people. I love you lot. This is the positivity we can spread in the hobby, you see. We're up to 26 subscribers for Yorkshire Hammer. Link it again. It's pinned, Nurgle Matthew. It's pinned. Pinned at the top. I think I can post it again. Never do mine, not too far. Perfect. I can delete this one then. Let you off because ugly call signs kept us alive then. You know, they did fucking right, they did, Carl. Absolutely. Ugly call signs did keep you alive. 33, we're nearly at 50. Come on. If I listen to what people say was wrong with their pets, there'd be a lot of problems. To be fair, they gave me the car back. It's smooth and nothing's wrong with it right now, okay? So, just gonna fucking leave it there, right? I've been teaching myself to do them since proper amateur stuff. Yorkshire Hammer, give me a shout. You're not in Discord, unfortunately, but give me a shout if you get a chance. And if I can help, I'll help. I might not be able to help a lot, but I can give tips and hints and stuff like that, right? The more people that create content in this space, the better it is for everybody. We're up to 40. 10 more people, come on. 10 more subs for Yorkshire Hammer, and I'll be happy that we've hit 50. Right? Everyone's got to go onto my channel, if you get chance, Yorkshire Hammer, and go right to the start. The very first video. Sort videos, oldest first. I hate it. I hate it. It's the fucking shittest thing ever. can't even believe. When I think about what I do now, when I sit here and how easy I find it talking to you people, despite the fact there's no one in the room with me, how easy I find it talking to people and talking about nonsense, I look at that video and I genuinely cringe. It was my first ever go doing it all on my own, right? Everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody has to start somewhere. And the first video that is on there, I leave it, right? I leave it there. I don't want to. I had a long period of time where I wanted to take it down and get rid of it. And it was Luce, actually, that encouraged me to leave it up. Luce said to me, leave that video there. Now, this now tenuous link, right? This now comes straight back into the whole thing we were talking about. Laura super chatted earlier. It said, don't compare your models to other people's models. Compare them to the last one you painted. And then compare your next one to the last one you painted. The next one to the last one you painted, right? And that's exactly why I've left that video on YouTube. I compare what I do now, in terms of content, compared to what I did back then. That first video. So when you're sat there at Yorkshire Hammer saying, my content's shit. I've been there. I've said the same thing. I'm sure it's not. But we've all got to start somewhere. And by starting, you've already done better than not trying at all. So, pat on the back. Everyone clap for Yorkshire. I mean, you put yourself out there, man. There's a lot of people out there. There's a load of people out there that would probably think, oh, I'd love to do 40k content. Or I wish I could do 40k content. Or the worst for me, the absolute worst for me is I could do it better than that. Because then I want to be like, go on then. Do it better than that. If you can, if you think you can, that's fine. I would encourage you to do better than me, because every channel that does better than me is the inspiration that I have to try and improve my channel and do more. But there's a ton of people out there that will say, I could do it better than that, having never made a video, never made any content. I've got myself a new troll, chat. There's a new troll that's popping up in the comments nowadays. I've shared it with the Only Thanes the other day. I've got myself a brand new troll. Right? And the last comment I got from him was something like, where does this guy get his ego from? Okay. So, show me your content. I'm fine to accept that I'm worse than someone else. I have no problems with that at all when it comes to content. I have no problems with that whatsoever. You just show me what you're doing that's better. That's fine. Right? Carla Vodgy, I'm too ugly for TV. If I can do it, looking like a fucking double stroke victim, you'll be fine, right? Just like leaving your first model you painted to look at when you started. Yeah, exactly, Gunnar, 100%. I still remember the Morehammer videos. No, Colonel. They were cringy, but still enjoyed them, and I still listen to them while hobbying. No, don't keep watching them. Don't keep watching them. Almost all content creators go through awkward phases in the beginning, 100%. Yeah, and you have to go through those awkward phases to find your niche, to find your audience, to find your style, to find your vibe, etc. You have to do all that stuff, right? James G, are you in Swindon based like Winters? No, I'm not, sir. I am down on the sunny south coast. It's currently -2. It's cold. You may get people on here helping you grow even more. Exactly. I just, you're in chat, you're talking in chat, you're called Yorkshire Hammer. I feel like that's probably the name of a channel, so I went and looked and found your channel. Now we've got you 50 subs. Have we got you 50 subs yet? Did we get him 50 subs, chat? Hang on. Refresh. Got you 46 subs, Yorkshire Hammer, okay? 46 subs. You've now got a mini audience who watch this channel. So put some more content out there. Get the feedback from them.
Thanks for another great stream. Great to listen in whilst hobbying.
Thank you, Son of Russ. You're a hero. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thanks for the super chat, man. Thanks for the donation. You're a legend. You're a legend. We're here for the beard. We were here for the beard, Liam, and the rest of you isn't worth our time. Thanks, man. You're a hero. Ego. Liam is one of the chillest, humblest men on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Rob. I try to be chill and humble because it's fucking cringe otherwise, right? And ultimately, we're all just hobbyists. I don't feel like Hollywood's full of fucking egos. We're nowhere even remotely close to that shit. And I feel like the channel, any channel, so hot takes Yorkshire Hammer just for you, man, all right? Just for you. Overproduction is worse. Production value is great, but overproduction is always worse than underproduction. You want your personality to shine through. And you need people, in my opinion, this is an opinion, it's not fact. In my opinion, you need people to trust and believe what you're saying, if that makes sense. So one of the things I'm very keen on, for example, is giving my honest opinion, not just being a GW simp the whole time. And I won't just push any product that someone sends to me just because they want to sponsor the channel or sponsor a video. Okay. So that's just something, that's me. Right? That's just being genuine in this particular industry is one of the biggest things. Okay, one of the biggest things out there is just being genuine. So be yourself, have fun with it, be chill. That's it. I better do another video tomorrow then, and if I get feedback, that's brilliant. Again, the other thing as well, especially in the early stages, like at the moment, I'm in I'd say horrible position, but it's not a horrible position overall. It's a great position, but I'm in the position where I need to be putting content out because it's now my job, and so I have to make the money. You're in that beautiful position right now where I'm assuming you haven't left your job to do content, okay? And so don't put a video out tomorrow because you feel like you have to because you've gone up to 50 subscribers tonight. Don't do that. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it because it won't be your best work, okay? So maybe not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Maybe not Friday, maybe Friday. Maybe sometime within the next week, something twigs in your head and you go, I want to make a video about that. And just sit down and make it because you want to. Not because you feel you have to, but because you want to. Because that's when you'll start to do some of your best work as well. Right? It's just a fact. I told you before that I follow you because of your glorious beard. If you go back to the beaker face, I'm leaving. It's true. Absolutely. Even if you're awkward, Liam is proof you can still get to 20k subs. Thanks, Andrew, you hero.
A new troll? There can only be one, and I shall suffer no transgressors against me. Who is he, Liam? It is my will to smite him.
No, I won't give names out. I won't give names out. I did almost type a response, and it was Luce that keeps saying, don't feed the trolls, because he put the comment, where does this guy get his ego from? And I typed, genuine chat, genuine happened this, and I deleted it. This needs a fresh throat. So he typed, where does this guy get his ego from? And my response was, your mum. And Luce said I wasn't allowed to send that. So I had to delete it, which made me very sad. But that was my go-to response. 49 subscribers for Yorkshire Hammer. One more for Yorkshire Hammer. I found Liam through Titans, so Stephen. Thank you. Liam can be a shill sometimes. Remember to grow and be better than his rotten ways. Fuck you, E-man. I found Liam thanks to Valrak. Mentioning him, says JK. He's alright, ain't he, Valrak? Also, don't have a minute long into every video. A minute long intro to every video. Yes, absolutely. Grab people early. First 30 seconds for every video is super clutch. This is a YouTube fact. This isn't even an opinion. This is a YouTube fact. First 30 seconds for every video, super clutch. Okay? I found Liam because he saved Joe from Vanguard. No, there's no, Bolter bro. There's a gap between Joe stopping streaming with Vanguard and then me starting with Joe. Me grabbing Joe and going, I like this guy. He's my kind of person. Okay? So, send it. I can't. I'm not sending that. I just thought it'd be a great response, that, right? Just because it kind of fits, like she gave me the ego, right? But Luce was like, Luce said I wasn't allowed to. She said, what? She sat in that chair. True story, chat. She sat in that chair. She turned and she looked at me and she said, what if his mum's passed away? I was like, I can't answer that. I don't have an answer for that one. That is perfectly on brand there. Yeah, exactly. I thought it'd be okay, right? Yeah, she banned me. She said I wasn't allowed to say it, so I had to start. Peter's Bothy. Hey all, there are many The Last Stand players here. Are there many The Last Stand players here? Just start playing it again. Such a simple online game. Bought the Necron DLC. Good fun. Slow but good fun. I found Liam through VT. Like them both. Thanks, Mandy. You're a hero. Yeah. I might go back and put that response on now, to be honest with you. Don't say that, chat. You can't say that. You can't that. All right. You can't say that.
This needs a fresh throat, Liam 2022.
I can't read half of what Caldon Pugrego. I can't read that kind of stuff out. Riven, I can get you. Can't stand Valrak. Cool. That makes you in a lot of people. We love him though. Great advice because I am a proper rambler. I'll tighten up over time. So some of that you can do in editing. If you're a rambler, I'm assuming it's pre-recorded content. If you're a rambler, you can do that in editing. You can tidy that up in editing. Just don't over-edit. I did a couple of videos where I over-jump cutted and it was too jerky. So just be careful that you don't kill the flow by editing, but you can tidy that up in post normally. 54% proof rum says we can. Yeah, exactly. Just got a gifted membership. Thanks for the gifted. It says Lord Discordant. Welcome, dude. Found you via Valrak, even if you call me a gamey dickhead. Well, you know. Anyone who takes, what was it? 6 Raptors? Was that what it was? Or 6 bike? I can't remember. Right, people. I'm conscious it's 11:15. I have still got the children tomorrow. I need to still have a shower before I go to bed. I'm very tired. I slept terribly last night. Second Luce isn't here. I actually sleep terribly. Fucking, it's an actual problem. It's a genuine actual problem. So I've slept terribly all week. I slept horrifically last night. So I do need to go get my head down because I've got the kids tomorrow. We're getting up normal time in the morning. We're going to go for a nice dog walk with the animal. We'll go down to the vets, pick up her tablet. Look at this, for me being the perfect house husband. Got to take her for a stroll, come back, go to the shop, get dinner for tomorrow and Friday, get that all sorted. And then we get back into the house and got to start getting ready for Joe to turn up and start prepping his stream for him and Brom and Paddy. I think Brom's running it and Joe's playing against Paddy for Magnus Steele's Christmas. Right? Magnus Steele's Christmas. So that will be tomorrow evening. And then Friday, I've got more dad duty stuff to do, right, which will be amazing. And then in Friday evening, we've got 40k After Dark, which will start at 9:30, and Luce will return, I assume, at some point during the stream, as long as the trains don't strike and stuff again. So we'll see how that goes for her. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been beautiful humans, and I love you very, very dearly. What time are you doing the hoovering? Pre-stream, John. Not during the stream. It'll be pre-stream that I'll do the hoovering tomorrow. I'm very proud of myself though, chat, right? There's not enough laundry in the basket for a whole drum in the washing machine. The washing machine's empty. All the ironing's been done. Right? The kitchen's clean and tidy. House is tidy. Nailing it. Nailing it. David says, I found Liam 3 Winters, 2 of the best content creators out there. Mate, thank you, Dave. That means a lot. You're heroes. What I will do is I will put I'll put my new personal, I guess, bike-based Instagram in Discord if you guys give a shit. It's not hobby-based. Or I won't. Let me know if you want it. Let me know in Discord if you want it. Otherwise, there's no spurious fact soups because it would be rude to do a spurious fact without Luce here. That's her part. Right, that's her part. I'm not taking it from her. Fact, need a fact or I can't sleep. Fact is, you're all amazing. Thank you so much for this incredible stream. It's been amazing hanging out with you. I love you all very, very dearly. I'm going to go get a shower, get some sleep, hopefully, for the long day tomorrow. I might hang out in Discord a little bit tomorrow, chatting away for you beautiful people, or with you beautiful people. Obviously, the guys will be streaming. Please support their stream because they're doing it for free. They're all amazing. Look at you, fact. Okay, hang on. Right, I'm not going to use her fact book because I'm not going to use her voice effect. Most random fact. Because it would be wrong. I can't do it properly. These aren't good facts. Oh, she actually has a hard job, doesn't she? No, I don't want to sign in to give you my fucking details for more facts. Fuck off. What is the most random fact ever? Okay, it's a random fact. Luce has got a fact. No, but it's not the same without the voice. Here's a random fact that I didn't know is true. I don't know if this is actually true. Right? Competitive art used to be in the Olympics. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? You've got a... Oh, Lucy's got a fact. Is that a better one? What's the better one? I guess you've got to try it since you're wearing that shirt. Proper fanboy, Dorkosaurus. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. What's your fact, Luce? Do you want to text it to me? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Hang on, Luce. I've got an idea here. Have you got your fact? Right. What? Get ready for this chat. This is going to be magic. Hang on. I tried to phone her so that I could get a fact on the microphone, and it just went to fucking voicemail. Was in the 1904 London Olympics. Was that actually true? It's fucking amazing. Oh, your fact is the shambles is smelly. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. Oh, Lucy, is your phone dead? We'll try again. Hang on. Good TV, this. Hang on, you do a fact. Have you got a fact? No, have you got an actual fact? Oh, we need an actual fact, Luce. We're live now. That's not a fact, though. That's not a fact. It's not. I was gonna put you on voice speaker and then press the voice thing and do a proper loose fact. Okay. Right, stop. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Ready? Get ready. Say your fact.
The shambles is smelly.
Right, thank you. I think we did it. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Did it work? Did it work? I'm watching it on delay chat. I have no idea if this worked or not. You're all wonderfully beautiful people. I love you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Side.